Hello Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 19th to the 25th of August. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the energies that are coming through at the moment. A lot of air and fire. Let's just see what's going on for you. You've got your overall energies here. Your energies or your karmic mission on your relationship side. A karmic mission on your financial side. Influences from the universe, basically how the universe is helping you through coincidences and synchronicities in life, and then your past self, what you needed to do to get to where you are today, both on your relationship and your financial side. And then we got the future there is sort of how the energy is sort of willing you to go forward to, so you can explore and experience the best out of life. And then we have the lessons that come out of this week, the understandings that come out of this week. So without further ado, let's jump straight on in there. Overall energies. There's a wizardry thing about it here. It seems like it's almost as if like you're creating magic within relationship sides. There seems to be you seem to be creating or manifesting, or and it's looked upon, you're looked upon as like a magician in a way, in regards to what's going on relationship sides. It's sort of like magically you come up with the goods, as it were, which is really nice. And on your financial side, there's a lot to be learned out of this week, and it's according to a karmic path and how you engage with the world around you at the moment. Page of Wands. Yeah, I think you're learning a lot here. I think you're learning a lot about the magic of love, being passionate about it as well, allowing your passions to flow. And once you start allowing those passions to flow, that's when you're going to create that moment of spark and that moment of magic within your life. On your relationship side, it's also learning about your passions, of how you engage into your karmic path, into your business, into your career path, or your projects, whatever it is. It's learning how to dose, or that's the French word, but dose your sort of passions. How the amount you put your passions into life. Basically, let's just see what's going on your relationship side. On the karmic mission here, the karmic mission is definitely playing out. It's very sociable. It's almost as if to sort of say, I think this is all to do with this playing around with the energies. It's playing into the outside, as it were. And then we have the universal energy, which is also playing out there. I think it's asking you to come out and play, basically, the world at the moment. And this is probably the only real way in which you can explore with your passions more in life, by getting out there and getting involved. The past self here, the past self is really solid. It's like, you know what is good for you. Basically, I think where you're playing with the passions here is, you know what's good for you, and you're now sort of seeing how who is it good for as well. And as you apply your passions in your life, this is where you're going to meet people or be with people who have a similar sort of vein, of similar sort of intellect, or similar sort of passions in life. And your future self is also very tall. It's playing into this. It's almost as if like your future's waiting for you to understand that engagement of passion within the world that is around you. And the lessons that you can really take from this week here, I'm getting not everybody's cup of tea. So I think what you're learning here is, what you're understanding as well, is that certain things that may be passionate for you may not necessarily be passionate for the ones or the direct people that are around you. And it's maybe a case to explore and expand your horizons, let's put it that way. Yeah, things are going off very quickly. It's in your karmic path to actually explore. The moment you start following that sort of like connection with the outside world, things really do start taking off very quickly. And as these two cards here are tied in together. If you're looking for love, I think it's going to happen very, very quickly. The moment you explore with your passions and you engage your passions, it's going to happen quickly, and it's going to give you good victory. And this is where you're coming together with your two of wands with the two of wands of another person. And that's what that card is all about. Marriage, the unifying of two plans together, is really, really nice. Look at that. Yes, most definitely. From your past, you have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you obviously, if you go out and you play with your passions, you know what kicks you. You know what really sparks you more than anything else. And then you get the Three of Cups out the top. These two cards here are playing together. And these two cards here are playing together. And the moment you start exploring and knowing what really floats your boat in the way of happiness in your future, it's going to create a very vibrant and very social way of being. And then you get the Empress card. Well, I can understand this is not everybody's cup of tea, because the Empress card here is, it's like she's the Empress over her empire, and she's got control over her emotions, and that's how she controls her empire. So what it's saying to me here is, although, you know, you're connecting obviously with a whole new circuit of people that you find very interesting, and it's very, you know, passionate about and very joyful to be around. At the same time, you're not anybody's fool here. You know, it's whenever we meet someone for the first ever time, you're discovering things. So it's absolutely brilliant. But over time, you will know a lot more about that person. And, you know, I think there's a certain degree of wary about putting your emotions into something until it's till you know. And I think that's what that's all about. I think it's like kind of going, yeah, be very open and certainly be very joyous, be you know, very friendly, convivial and everything like that, but don't promise marriage straight away. I think there is a degree here where you need to have a good look at the situation. You need to be comfortable about it. That's what it is. You need to be comfortable about the interaction with other people that are around you. And it certainly bodes incredibly well for it. And this could be just like a slight bit of warning. You know, if you don't allow your emotions to go too far, and I think that's where the regal thing comes about it. If you don't allow your emotions to go too far and you've got a certain control over them, that's when you can get an abundance of joy within your life. Let's just have a look what's going on your financial side. The karmic message here, this is very similar to this side here. It's playing a little bit into the past. I think it's something that you've started already. The universal energy is also playing that there, but it is bringing a lot back into a learning curve about that passions in your life. On your past self, is certainly bringing a lot into that. And sometimes in business, you know, 1 week, you know, let's just say I was selling t-shirts, you know, 1 week, one color of t-shirt will sell, and next week another color of a t-shirt will sell. And it fads and fashions can change very, very quickly. And I think this is what you're learning as well. Something that you may have been doing for some time might be a new way of doing it or engaging in it to reinvigorate your passions into it. And your future self seems to be, it's there, it's waiting for the taking, but it's waiting for the taking after decisions that need to be made this week or certain understandings to be done. What's the lesson for this week here? Being wise in your investment. It's like playing with your poker face. I don't know who I said it to. I've forgotten which signs. Some sign had it as well for this week. Can't remember what it was. I think it might have been a fire sign. But it's a certain similar sort of thing going on here. It's being able to contain your passions, just kind of going, keeping a poker face on, sort of saying, my God, this opportunity is so good. But I don't want to start jumping up and down on it because you'll give your cards away. And that's what it is sort of knowing how to, with that, that's a very particular type of energy that's running through it. It's that excitable energy. And we can use it in a very productive way. And I think this is where you may be learning about your passions and how to use your passions to open doors going forward. Oh, yeah, that's the start of the passions. It's on your karmic path. As I said, it's something I think you've already been doing. And this is the start of the journey from the Ace of Wands, and you get the Two of Wands, which is similar to this sort of side where, you know, a Two of Wands is about planning as well. It's all about the world is at your fingertips if you choose to actually lift your head and look up and plan big, you know, plan for big events more than anything else. But there is a real sort of passion that's been running through you for some time that needs to be followed upon. And the universe here is showing you what works and what doesn't work. But as I said, there is a certain degree that it's bringing in according to learning about your passions. And that's what the Two of Pentacles is doing for you. It's making things very clear of what works and what doesn't work within life. Okay, within the past, I think the past is just, yeah, you got Justice. It was very solid. It plays into this Page of Wands. It brings you in a lot of judgment that brings back harmony to life. So basically, you know, if you're running a business or a project, or even if you're going on your career path, it's, you know, realizing at some point in, you know, your expectations may have been a little bit too big or not big enough. And just recognizing that in the past is readjusting and making a judgment about it. And that's what's bringing harmony back into your life, by having harmony and calm within your passions and knowing how to control it as you go forward. Yeah, your future self is waiting for you to plant this seed here. It's a long-term plan that's come out of something that you've been pretty passionate about for a long time, I think. And I think it's about things, how things work. It's making something work and work really well, and obviously you get reaping the benefits from it. And you know, being passionate about it working in a way, that's what I, you know, that's the sort of thing I get off it as well. And you get the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of wands going on. Well, there is only, you know, I suppose there's 4 out of 11. It's not bad. But yeah, you get the Queen of Wands. It's a very, you know, it's, she's excitable or happy or really engaged in the here and now. And that's what creates a bit of magic in life. And it seems like that's possibly the magic that's being created in your life by being passionate about something. And when you're passionate about it and realize how it works and how it can work even better, this is what brings in the harmony, brings the harmony back into your career path, brings back in that sort of passion and drive into your career path, or your business or your project. There's a real resurgence of passion within your life, you know, because you've got this fire that comes in through the bottom here, on this side here, and you get the fire that comes in from Sagittarius and this point here. There's a lot going on in the way of fires in transitions from past to future, and getting on and doing, as it were. But let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. With the Page of Wands, you get the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think maybe it's a case that you've been a bit sort of like, you haven't been going out maybe as much as you should be, exploring life. And I think that's within the relationship side. I think with the Chariot card and the 4 of Wands, it's like, if you want it, it's out there. Just got to go out there and get it. Yeah, look at that. You get the Queen of Wands. Now you've got that twice on the deck. The Queen of Wands with the Chariot card. This is being very passionate about something in particular, like a connection with someone or a group of people, or, you know, doing an activity or something like that. But whatever it is, it's like it's gonna spark very quickly and bring in the sense of, yeah, this is what life is all about. This is what I should be going after. And yes, you should be going after it. Look at these two. As I said, these two sort of played into one another. On this side here with the 4 of Wands, you also get the Star card as well. You know, it's going straight after your passions more than anything else. And everything else seems to play in that way. I almost feel like out the top there, it may not be everybody's cup of tea. I think you've almost got to pinch yourself as well. I almost say that as well. You know, getting out there and getting involved. I think you might have thought that this wasn't me, but actually it really is. I really enjoy this sort of socializing and what have you. You know, in the past, you get with the Ace of Cups, you get the Ten of Wands. Lot of wands going on here. Ten of Wands with that as well. If you want your heart to shine, yeah, usually, you know, relationships goes through, you know, it waxes and wanes between good and bad times sometimes, especially long-term relationships. And I think this is it. If you want to free your heart up, you do have to free the idea of trying to, in the past, of trying to carry too much, or liberate yourself from previous things in the past that were just holding yourself back. You know, you're weighing yourself down with too much protocol, as it were. With the Three of Cups, you get the Justice. It's twice now the Justice on the table as well. Twice Queen of Wands. Yes, I think you're going to feel very at one with this new connection with different people that are around you. Makes you feel very at one with things that are going on. Really happy with getting out there and getting involved and being very sociable more than anything else. Really, really beautiful times for you. Yeah, with the Empress card, you get the Magician. Having a control over your emotions allows you to manifest things a lot easier. And this is what I said. There was a degree of magical side about life, and you get that in the Queen of Wands as well. It's a very magical card, the Queen of Wands, but you certainly don't get it with the Magician here. And I think it's like in relationships, whatever you touch is going to turn to gold. It's like you have the Midas touch in regards to emotions and relationships and spiritual path as well. It's really, really, really nice. Okay, on your financial side, look at this. You know the path you need to take in order to get to that star card. Like on this side here, you know, the universe is pulling you out into enjoying life, and it's gonna, I think you're gonna, you know, it's gonna make your dreams come true. Really is. It's gonna make you, you know, you're gonna meet some people that are really totally in line with yourself. Sorry, I had to say that as well. I'm back here on the financial side on your karmic path. This Ace of Wands, I think you know it well, and I think you know the steps you need to take in order to get there. The thing that's missing is he is so very happy. And I think that's what you're reinvigorating into your life this week, is a passion for what you're doing. Yeah, look at that. The universe is, as I said, the universe is showing you what works, and they're giving you a golden opportunity along with it. A great seed for you to plant in the future with the Knight of Pentacles as well. To plant a really beautiful, you know, beautiful opportunity. You know, plant things for your own happiness more than anything else. And with the Justice card, you get the Six of Pentacles, yeah? And as I said, it's helping you enormously to understand your passions and being, having a sort of judgment about that. And it's all to do with you. It's all to do with how you engage with your career path, your business, or your projects. It's only going to, if you're not invigorated enough to do it, then it's going to suffer slightly. On your future, you get, with the King of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. You get the King of Cups. In the future, once you start planting seeds and start moving forward, I think that's when you're going to feel a lot happier about things. You know, it's that waiting to see, which is a little bit, it makes you a little bit nervous more than anything else. But once you get passionate about your situation, it will be short-lived, that nervosity. That nervousness about whether it's going to work or not. Once you start putting one foot in front of the other within your financial pathway, going after the job you want or the business or the project, the moment you start doing that, that's when you're really going to get some results. And I think it's where you start really engaging your spirit into what you're physically doing in the world. It becomes almost like a spiritual path more than anything else. A real righteous, path for you to take. So there you go, Aquarius. Thanking you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate your support you show for this in the YouTube system. I hope you're enjoying the energy videos that we're putting out there as well. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.